purpose here. They just have to pair it up with a nice position that is lane dominant and can combo with the...
They just need to get aggressive as hell. That's for me. Like, you need something to frontline. Enchantress gives nothing. Techies gives nothing. If Faceless Void jumps in and doesn't catch out the Doom, you're getting doomed. So,
Luke, does Techies give...
It gives everything, maybe. It gives
it does not give frontline.
I really want to see this combined with something like an Axe that we've seen from old Virtus Pro when they were playing that with Zytek. They were playing that with Resolution was playing Axe as well, and they were using Call and the Blast Off to be able to utilize so much of the knockdown and so much damage.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Again, just actually, I think HellRaisers are one of those teams that plays the Veno as a 5.
Keeping on?
Yeah. No, they.
I don't want them to do it, but...
Into a Techies lane would be pretty hard.
No, it's pretty hard, and obviously you want it in the lane match up against the Faceless Void. I'm just throwing it as a potential option if they wanted to change things around. But again, you've got that little bit of flex now. You've got the Magnus or the Veno. Most likely going to be the Veno contesting the Void. It's something that March on TNC used to do a fair amount. It's very simple to have a high amount of impact, right? You just go into that Veil super early on, only 1450 gold these days, and that's all you really need to have a huge influence on the game.
Yep. Well, I think here the Axe pick actually... You have a hero that can set up in the lane, gets pretty much a head start because of the tech. It's that early Blink Blade mill that deals with the Phantom Assassin, and someone who can start the fire, as you mentioned, lacking. On top of that, I mean, we're talking about HellRaisers, how... Oh, Mars. Okay, that works too.
This is good.
It's fine. Like,
it doesn't have that easy setup like an Axe does, right? Or Axe like Clockwork, those heroes that can really keep people stuck together. But if you hit a spear, even with the arena as well, it makes it extremely hard for you, because I believe that the Stasis Mines have almost the exact same AoE.
Yeah, I just don't really like the Mars against Phantom Assassin when it's down to fighting execution out of the arena. You can start to fight, you got the pop ability with the Phantom Assassin, which still doesn't really amount to much. Yeah, but I think it's a hero that gives them that team fire, which is pretty important, especially when you're playing around the face timings. You just have to actually take those fights when it comes.
Yeah, I think you're against a Venomancer though, right? So we were thinking things like the Mars, we were thinking things like the Axe, but if they're on point with their Plague Ward placings, you're not going to be able to get that Blink initiation. That Poison Sting is just going to be ticking and ticking and ticking on you, and you're not going to be able to do too much of anything, really. So I think for NIP to have a good amount of success, they need to get some really solid smoke ganks off, but that's going to be dependent a lot on the vision that they have, so that they're not wasting too much time around the map.
The MK being banned out by an IP, which is surprising. Normally, Nyx is the... I've already said on the fan, very unlikely that they... I do like the Night Stalker ban.
10 seconds remaining.
Hero that Danny has been fought in the middle lane.
5 seconds
but right now I feel like they need a hero. Well, I would set the lanes with Middle, Venomancer 3, or top of position. Still something along the lines like Titanium, which is banned currently. But something similar. It's played exceptionally well, and it pairs up very nice with Venomancer. Someone who can start the fight, so that both Doom and Magnus can set up, engage the battlefield, and decide when to actually go.
Clockwork's still available here for HellRaisers. My biggest concern here is looking at these techies from Pyjamas and them going another melee hero and then running into all these remote ones. That's my biggest fear right now, seeing this up against Ninjas in Pyjamas, because if they play fast enough here with the techies, he can set up quite a lot. He can make sure that these avenues coming in from the side and from the back are extremely hard for HellRaisers to set up on. And yeah, they're going to end up with a Queen of Pain here for Ninjas in... They've got a lot of burst potential, very little lockdown though.
I'm not crazy about it. I mean, they've got a little lockdown on HellRaisers. Grimstroke's still available. I don't mind the Grimstroke here. Pairs together nicely with the Doom. If you can get it Soulbind onto the Void, you can't time walk away. You've got that Silence as well, which is going to be really effective. It's not a melee hero, which is always good.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the Quap either, because time and time again, you pick the Queen of Pain into the matchup, the Doom farms so much, and then later on it just takes one Doom to take her out of the battlefield. But it really comes down to laning for NIP. They really want to secure that techies lane so that the Mac case really poor starts. Even if you try to jungle, you got lines to control it. Faceless Void will probably build up into the MOM.
So how do you think they're laning this? Do you think it's still Lil's hero that's left and they're going to run the Doom mid into the Quap?
I would prefer that, but we don't know.
Okay.
It's not...
Again, like, it kind of fulfills the same sort of things that I was thinking, right? Silence, just being able to lock down a lot of these heroes that depend a lot on their mobility, right? Faceless Void obviously wants Time Walk everywhere, Queen of Pain, Blinking, fulfills the same sort of stuff, and you've got the Dream Coil on top of that, so...
We have a 4 Doom, boys. Lil's picking it up in a 5 Magnus. Not really many heroes to deal with these techies' minds, so... What are we thinking here about the drafts? Obviously, my heart is now because we get to see a techies game, so I'm just excited about that. But I want to hear your thoughts about how you guys feel like these games are going to pan out.
If the Doom win, I felt this would be a really good Doom game. If he gets a head start, gets that early Black King bar, there's nothing really stopping him here. But because it puck mid, and I'm a little scared because now they don't really have that guy who can start the fights besides the Dream. Not ideal either, so I'm going with NIP.
I'm going HellRaisers. Screw this techies here.
You have to go against my boy Techo, but for everybody out there, we did it. We finally got a techies game here with Ninjas in Pyjamas taking on HellRaisers. Game number 2, we're going to leave it with our casters. It's going to be Gareth and Lucas.
Thanks guys, yeah, here we are, game 2, and we've got a techies, Lacoste, NIP grabbing up the little 3 goblins hiding away with all their gun. They've got Mars, Queen of Pain, and a bunch of other heroes that we don't really care about because techies is going to be the primary focus, I think.
Yeah, that's for sure. I would still prefer if that's Pudge over techies, but it is what it is. It's been a while since I saw techies being played in a competitive match. I believe last time at least that I saw it was running it a couple of times, Zayak, and I still feel like in the world. Let's see what the NIP and Erica do with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And over on HellRaisers, got that Magnus PA, the classic together. King R yet again picking up the Magnus, so we'll see how the position 5 works out for him this time around. And the puck middle for Ksani, you were saying that's a great puck pick. What makes it so good here for the Fairy Dragon?
Just the leash mechanic against Faceless Void, Queen of Pain, even techies, and they are very limited on the lockdown. Like, the only one who can kill Puck is if they land a spear, if they land a silence from techies, which is easy to dodge, or if
Nothing touches the heart like
things with the Chronosphere. Definitely didn't expect the NIP to be the team that, you know, plays techies. That's for sure.
Yeah, an unusual one coming out. I guess we also need to look towards that Queen of Pain Orchid timing as well. See also what the puck decides to go, whether it is another Yules or go into that, you know, Blink Dagger or something along those lines. Plenty of options for the puck.
Whenever you're playing against mid laners whose intelligence, like Queen of Pain, Puck, Void Spirit, you need to see what other heroes going for. Like, if he's getting Orchid, you might consider, you know, getting a Yule Scepter for yourself. If you have Save on your team, you might go for Orchid as well. It's you know, one of those things where you need to see how the game develops, how much farm you're getting. If you're getting some extra gold, getting extra gold from the towers, you're rotating much more than the enemy, getting the kills. But, you know, let's focus on the bottom lane. All eyes on techies.
All eyes on techies. He's gone blast off level 1 as we will back now with null tally. Now, how this lane goes for them. It's game 2 here. HellRaisers up against NIP. 1 loss here for HellRaisers. Could be the end of their tournament run. They're up against funky heroes. We've got Queen of Pain against Puck mid. Of course, that Void Enchantress against the Pos4 Doom. Sonic on the 3 Venno, but yeah, we're keeping our eyes open to see what Era can do. Just right-clicking away at King R, thinking about the skewer back towards tower. He's playing pretty far forward past that creep wave. Toying with the minds of his opponents already, but a good little wave drag back there. Allow NIP to reset equilibrium a little bit.
Era just blocking the small camp, so Magnus cannot pull. Like, use that blast off. This is what this hero is all about. I think the silence needs to be longer. It's only 4 seconds silence level 1. Like, it should be 7 or 8 seconds, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, 7 seconds silence at level 4 is pretty insane. Saberlight. There's pull contested. King R does a great job, but they still get the drag across. Oh, a nice spear, but King R still has the creep aggro on him. Good position there for HellRaisers. And is looking up towards top. Misha has to pop the Fairy Fire. Enchantress trying to get away from Lil's Doom here. 2 targets there, the Courier or the Enchantress. It looks like Lil will try to go for the Courier. Not fast enough. 30 move speed advantage, but there was no way he was getting 2 attacks in.
I mean, he could have gotten it if he chased it closer to tier 2/tier 3 tower. Lose half of his HP.
Jump forward from Puck in the mid lane. Very close battle between the Queen of Pain and the Puck. Both of them will be expending tons of regen, but Salve, there for the Puck's going to give Xani the advantage, at least in the meanwhile.
Queen of Pain needs to be very careful. Like, sitting at half HP, mana for one combo, while Xani's full HP getting closer to his bottle. Lane's going well for Puck, even though like Queen of Pain has the more farm, but there's also bottle coming out for Queen of Pain as well. And when you have a mid laner who picks up a bottle, sometimes we see even both supports going and trying to secure the rune.
Yeah, go for that kind of sandwich play, where the mid laners, one piece of bread, one of the supports from the side lanes, the other. And a nice juicy filling of the enemy mid laners in the middle. Do you still go max range rep as this Puck against Queen of Pain? As actually the battle gets even tighter mid.
Yeah, you should. The longer duration silence against the spellcaster pretty much always works well. One thing I dislike about HellRaisers draft is they have only one hero who benefit from power, and that's Phantom Assassin. Other heroes are range, and this is a position for Doom, so he's not gonna get too much value out of it.
See if they can accelerate that P8. Void struggling a little bit against the Veno, as we'd expect. Back with that damage over time, really does make the Faceless Void's laning stage a living hell.
Pretty standard stuff from Faceless Void. 2 rings of regen against Venomancer. You also have Enchanters who just use an extra cell, a couple of tangos left. Veno, he misses Gale.
You're right. Charlie kind of sidesteps that a little bit. Funny. Not going to get bashed up though, and has the boots. So the sluggish Venomancer does outspeed Faceless Void as they tried to give chase.
We were getting the game where Funnick played Venomancer, and we're not really impressed. We wanted to see him on a hero that gets a Blink Dagger, initiates a team fight, but that's a lot of damage on Charlie.
It really is. But first blood happening bottom, in fact. Both side lanes having their fair share of action. But it will be Saberlight with Era, Blast Off Spear, and the God's Rebuke now trying to play into Nyx. But that is the position 5 Magnus kind of giving his life away to allow the PA to play a little safely. Bottom lane.
That's how we call it. Like, I died, there's gonna be some solo XP for my carry. I like PMA.
Oh, Sonny.
Gary.
A prize!
Sneaky little play there from the Puck. Top lane, we are seeing Misha being chased down. And yeah, I'm always PMA Lacoste. Or look for the silver linings and things. I always like to. I always like to keep the expectation that if a pro player is doing something, there's a reason for it. Even if it goes poorly, there's always some kind of rationalization we can find.
I keep my expectations low, you know, so I don't get disappointed by the people.
Oh, so that's how you cope playing with me, huh? When we play pubs, you're like, my expectations are so low, you can do whatever you want.
Wow, you actually didn't die more than 10 times in 15 minutes. Great, like Gary's doing a good job. That's a tip and a command after we finish the game. Maybe even I send some item that I received from the Relies spin wheel.
Oh, or you let me have my choice of neutral item. Yeah, give me that Philosopher's Stone.
I never got anything good. Like, legitimately, I got only garbage stats. But back to the game. Lil, the rune for Xani.
Very nice.
Puck is level 6, sorry. So if they just rotate one of them extra hero, there should be a kill. Like,
They try anyway. But going for it with a Sonic Wave, and Queen of Pain will survive. Lil dropping low, the blink forward, Supreme secures the kill. Xani, 7-8 seconds left on the orb, and the Waning Rift cooldowns. So great little move there. Misha just pushing that little bit extra damage in, saving up the Queen of Pain, and making sure they don't lose their mid laner.
That's a good start for Queen of Pain. Getting a kill. Bottom lane also going well. Spear, yeah, not connecting.
You can see the little wiggle that the techies makes when he's starting to blast off. You know when a cat is about to attack and it does a little shake of the butt? What Era was getting ready to go for the launch forward. XPA, 34 CS. Everyone seems to be farming reasonably comfortably now. Even the Void has... Oh, another spear misses from Saberlight. Uncharacteristic. But yeah, even the Void has been able to kind of bridge that gap that the Venomancer had forced, and Funnick is actually the one starting to lag behind the pack. The Venomancer not one of the best CSs in lane. Much more about that damage over time, pressure onto a hero.
Definitely, if you go for 2 points in Gale, same thing he did last time he played Venomancer. That means your plague wards are not gonna come online as fast as they should, and then you can start pressuring the towers or just defending the towers when they're pushing. Faceless Void is level 6 right now, bringing Mask for some extra more sustain in the lane, can easily farm the jungle, and he finds the best level 1 neutral item, Iron Talon. I just feel that this item is a bit OP.
That's going to allow him to farm jungle so much faster. Pair it up with the Mask of Madness and you are happy on the Faceless Void just with those two. Mid lane is evened out now. Tiny closing in on level 8.
Era, you might get a solo kill on Mag.
Just right-clicking into him, Saberlight says, nah, that's mine. Secures it with a spear. Now the Phantom Assassin not feeling comfortable to stay around bottom. Kind of going back to jungle thinking, hey, what do I do here against this techies and Mars? They're free farming, they're getting tons of experience. Level 6 Mars now as well with 3 points in spear. They are ready for, you know, a Queen of Pain rotation could get them a number of kills, but Queen of Pain's going top, in fact, the Chrono landing onto Funnick, and they found the Venomancer. Easy as you like, don't even need a Sonic Wave. And Supreme has a regen rune to walk away from this top lane and be full HP. Bottom lane, they bring the puck though. HR wants to try and make the mirror move. Doom sprinting forward, the Mars Arena. It forces them away, but the Dream Coil will hold him in place. He snaps the coil now as Techie because of the fight, trying to launch those little projectiles in, but Sablelight's life is forfeit. As 4 heroes from HR are all there.
We'll pretend we did not see that skewer, just gonna focus on positive stuff, good rotation from Puck, you know, just the standard stuff, uses a coil on the target, he snaps it like there's no way.
Oh, the dodge, oh, the Sonic Wave still hits! Supreme gets the solo kill on Sonic!
Under attack.
That's pretty big.
I don't know if I'm blind or crazy
gold,
or
a level and a half.
Funnick, there's a Centaur War Stomp here, catching the Venom. One more hit, there it is. Misha secures it. Void now trying to get away, the time warp's ready. He's going to have to jump as the Doombringer has run forward, sprinting into battle. Charlie might need to be denied. He's pretty talented, lots of regen.
He's good. He's more than fine. Now, Madness, if he continues to farm the lane, can easily farm the jungle as well. We'll have enough sustain, just needs to be careful not to get bursted or hit by Gale. Puck has another coil going for Blink Dagger first item. Like, he just wants to try to beat that initiator. Jump on Faceless Void and Queen of Pain, both very weak against the Unleash mechanic, against the Silence, while Phantom Assassin will continue farming. It's still going to be a decent timing on that Deso.
Definitely should be. Queen of Pain, 4,500 net worth. Well, that's a big gap now, about $1,000 between her and the Puck. Bottom rune spots, Era being chased, but denies himself with the blast off. Good little play there to deny anything from the Radiant. Yeah, that mid lane solo kill, Sonic Wave was flying, and I thought the phase shift was enough, but level 1 phase shift couldn't keep the Puck alive.
Arena bottom.
Yeah, they're catching out Magnus. He's trying to defend this tower alone, but Alpha Wave now arriving means Saberlight can keep pressuring it, while mid lane they do stun up Supreme's Queen of Pain. Trying to catch Quap, but not enough damage. Yet again, Supreme scrapes away with just an inch of life.
Petition to rename the third spell to Supreme of Pain. Like, he's been playing really well on this hero. Every single time I saw him play Queen of Pain, like Colorado in a mid lane.
They catch the Puck yet again, making sure that this mid laner is completely shut out of the game. No momentum for Xani at all. 2 deaths in a row. Delaying that blink even further. I was going to ask you, I've been trying to ask you for the past 10 minutes, but Queen of Pain against Puck, you know, we've seen this matchup a lot over the years. It's age-old as Dota goes.
Bottom lane, dude. Oh.
They do, finally, with a skewer back under the tier 1. He dodges the stomp though. Stabilized Mars has been found by 3 heroes, and the crits from the PA was one kill.
Yeah, about the matchup, it's an extremely skilled matchup where like one mistake could just cost you the whole lane. If Puck gets, let's say, a first blood there, he can't be the one having an extra point in Vanning Drift, even illusory orb, so you can't be the one putting the pressure. But you know, one of those TA versus Storm matchups where we see it go both ways.
Absolutely. So Misha there got caught up a little bit as NIP were invading jungle. Techies managed to TP out. Mars does respawn,
Radiant structures are
leaving
fortified.
Misha's Enchantress to die. Now Techies focusing on the mid lane, jumps in, blast off Silence with a Sonic Wave. Can they finish off the Puck? Not quite. Just under 200 HP remaining. Funnick is there with the earn charges to keep the Puck topped up. It looks like they're setting up for a spear play.
Yeah, the Faceless Void is farming on the top lane. Mask of Madness deciding whether I need a BKB or do I just gonna go MKB against Puck, get more damage. It also opens up the Roche for us. If we get a fight, we're gonna have that extra bit of damage that we need. We have Sustain coming from Mask of Madness. Queen of Pain getting closer to her. Orchid, there's a tower, Mars Arena.
Smoked up, wraps in behind. I do get a Dream Coil on the Queen of Pain and the Monarch now as King R looking for the LPs. Supreme's caught inside it, but here are there for blast off, and King R is about to fall. HR trying to get the reaction play. But a great smoke from NIP. They don't find the Puck, but getting 2 kills regardless and defending your tier 1 mid. Beautiful as Puck with the Queen of Pain still battling, knowing that there is no Sonic Wave, feeling reasonably safe.
Chronosphere will be up in 10 seconds, so they can make another aggressive play. The problem is they don't have anyone to start a team fight. Unless Puck gets a Blink Dagger and he's 300 gold away from it. Now Phantom Assassin finished Desolator, so that's going to be the damage that they need. Continues to farm up. Doom just bought something to full drums on him, and he goes for max greedy build, just max devour.
Try and keep that net worth coming in. Bit of a failed bottle refill mid, not sure what happened there, but King R was unable to sustain up Xani's Puck. So this camp should have enough money for the Blink Dagger.
Radiant's top tower is
But you
under
said
attack.
it. Chrono is back up. After a little more farming, Charlie's boys. Woke up with me. We've got Arena ready in a couple of seconds. Queen of Pain Sonic Wave level 2. 15 minutes in, NIP with a advantage. 2,000 net worth, 11 kills to 3. And if they can slow down, I think the primary target now is the PA. They've shut down the Puck. They know that Magnus isn't an issue. Funix, Venomancer, not a prime target. It is the PA all day as they catch her with the Arena of Blood. In comes Charlie. Doesn't even need a Chrono. The reaction from HR, it is arriving now, but the blast off has killed off the PA already. Xani, King are thinking about initiating, but Blink was on cooldown, and a scan. We need to realize that there are a number of HR heroes here, but King R is isolated. They've left him alone. Skewers back the void, the Queen of Pain comes in and clears him up.
And King R needs to be more careful with the Magnus. He's using Skewer offensively, and it's a position 5 mag. Instead, try to empower your Phantom Assassin and try to make some stacks, because right now you're not farming Chrono on mid.
Yeah, they've caught Funny. That level 10 Venomancer, trying to build utility items, even had raindrops. 1,000 HP. That wall of wards doesn't protect him against the jump from Charlie. Sonic Wave. It is there, but it doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. Misha found by the next PA, and the Dream Coil whips, meaning Sun and that chase on to Supreme's co-op.
Dire's middle tower.
It feels like HR are kind of chasing Ghost at this point. They're moving around from lane to lane, trying to react, but NIP is so swift.
NIP's decision making in this game, even in the previous one, is pretty much on point. They know what they need to do. They're going for the correct targets. They're saving abilities whenever they can, getting extra kills because of that. And You know, it feels like it's simple Dota on paper. Faceless Void, he has Kronos here up. I'm gonna show up. We get a kill, and it's a big kill. It's a kill on a corner, not going for support.
Well, kicking off. He walked into it. He gets the sentry down and sees some remote mines that techies have been placing. He does feel the full brunt of that Mars arena. The map opens up for NIP, which means back in the pocket, hiding away safely, is a Faceless Void farming triangle. And there's also a bounty room, just 2 minutes after spawn, waiting there for him to grab.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fele, found by both of the teams. So,
Is that
one will
what you
go.
name for it?
It is. It's the best item in the game when you're playing 4 or 5. So Tekis will pick it up, which is gonna help him get to the Aghanim Scepter faster. And I assume, like, Mag wants to hold it. Venomancer can also hold it because he doesn't rely on dealing any kind of right-click damage. But I think you give it to Mag and try to eventually get him a Blink Dagger because right now he's 0 and 6.
Yeah, we've all expressed our concerns about the position 5 Magnus in the past,
Nature attend us.
proving to be a difficult ride here for King R in this series.
Radiant's
Well,
top
Puck
tower
pulled that
is
Blink
under
Dagger and
attack.
hasn't really been able to do anything with it. Often we can consider the Blink as, that aggressive investment where you want to be able to utilize it to start fights, get kills, look for pickoffs. Sani right now has just been farming, but this smoke might be able to tip the scales a little bit in their favor. Saberlight's Mars, the target. Close to 2,000 health. He's a beefy boy. There is an outpost here for NIP to TP to as well. Bream sticks bottom. Now comes. They're baiting with this. They know that Saberlight can last a long time. And the rest of the squad are coming, so that's why HR is poking and prodding. They're not committed. They want someone that they can finish off in the blink of an eye. But the 5v5 around the Roche pit is brewing.
I mean, this is why they picked Venomancer after seeing Techi's pick. We're gonna play some sentries, and our wards are gonna destroy any kind of bombs, any status traps. Back to farming.
Yeah, all that movement means PA can go down bottom. You can see the snap reaction. NIP realize get up to top to try and defend the Mars. PA is blurred and hiding somewhere. Been a good job so far from the Radiant, really focusing on dewarding these areas that PA needs to accelerate. Deso, Yasha, and the majority of the BKB for PA means that she's going to be online just a couple of minutes. 21 minutes or so. Be ready to get into battle properly. Spear. And Lil's Doom chunked down as Misha's impetus launched from pretty good range. All to buy time for Nyx.
Prize.
As long as the PA's safe, HR's game plan and their win condition is still building up bank.
Saberlight, another aggressive link on a mid lane. Like, he's farming nicer. He's second on the net worth. He has more farm than Faceless Void, which is pretty insane.
Pretty crazy.
Also, there's a big difference between position 5s in this game, where Enchantress has Nations of Attendance maxed out and a full Glimmer Cape, while your position 5 Magnus is just the empowering tool for Phantom Assassin. I already said it. It's only one hero in this game that benefits from Empowered. That's Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, that's true. You have this Empower bot going around and trying to ramp up your cores. You have to stick around the PA. Techies in this little lull does get some time now to place some mines down up on the high ground ramps, make it a little more difficult for HR.
What they can do right now is try to go for a kill and turn that into Roche.
With the arena, gets off his ulti, and Phonic with the Greaves, that buys him a second of time. Good damage onto Misha and Saberlight, but the counter initiation just isn't there from HR. Puck is miles away, there's of course no blink RP, there's no blink on Doom, so Phonic just that sacrifice again.
there's still a tier 1 tower standing on mid, so they will go for that instead, so they can make more aggressive plays. Seems like HellRaisers, they want to defend. Mag ready to
Radiant's middle tower
secure RP, I guess. There's still no Blink Dagger on him.
is under
Mag
attack.
ready to empower the PA. There it is. The godly empower.
Oh, what a play.
Beautiful stuff from King R. Never seen anything like it. And they just swoop in.
So bad playing position 5 Mag in professional match. Smoke. They're ready to go. So Puck has a defensive tool for himself. Fuel Scepter done. Misha fishing for any kind of information on the mid. See what's gonna happen.
Yay, BKB time. HellRaisers ready to flick that
they're
switch of
mines
aggression.
here.
Oh, look at the damage! Oh, goodness gracious me. Yeah, HR, this is the thing. You look at top jungle, little Roshan pit, bottom jungle, everywhere has these little pockets
And
of
check
lines.
Saberlight. He keeps putting lads in his backpack so they don't know he's there. And then-
Spin misses. They do have the arena onto Funnick, and again, HellRaisers just leaving Funnick to... Now the Dream Coil though, Queen of Pain does get caught out, no BKB on her, so the skewer and snap, good execution. HellRaisers getting a good trade this time, and the 6x streak, 555 gold to Nyx. That is not the hero LIP wanted to give it to.
Phantom Assassin is extremely farmed at the moment, staying 3k gold ahead of the second on the list, and she's about to hit level 18, even has some extra damage coming out from Imp Claw, and a guaranteed critical strike, so that's a pretty big thing, especially against these squishier supports.
But the worry is that one Chrono and she's dead, right? They don't have a saving tool, they don't have any way to get her out
Exactly.
of Chrono. So I think that Charlie's real only focus here is where is PA, can I Chrono her? Again, NIP holding ramps, flying. Saberlight waiting for the spear. They kill off King R as he tries to walk up the staircase. That's not where you want to be. Still no chance to go into Roshan for either of these teams though. Queen of Pain, a couple of hundred from her BKB. Void has the MKB. Lots of KBs in this game. Chrono onto the top middle lane. And an easy pick-off. Very, very fast.
And it's easy for NIP to take Roche when you have techies the team, so it's hard for them to approach. There is Sustain from Mask of Madness and Vlad, so they get a big pick-off. Puck, no buyback. If Puck buys how they just go back. But
Saberlight.
good. And Funnick
Again on
has
Funnick, yeah.
lost so many times on the Venom. 0, 7, and 1.
And Funnick and King R racing towards the Melka ward. A lot of this game.
You need to win a game to get the Melka Ward.
That is true. So a lot of the game now resting on the shoulders of the Phantom Assassin.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I was in that game. Experiencing Master.
Lil blown up by the mines, tried to get into the Roche pit, but Misha going off an observer ward and Charlie grabbing the Aegis. A bash for hits the Void, gets it on the poor Magnus as he tries to
Radiant's
TP
top
home.
tower is under
And
attack.
HellRaisers are bleeding
Radiant
out.
structures are
NIP
fortified.
full control of the game too here.
I'm not sure how you kill this big one. He's gonna have a BKB silently farming, joining every single time. Whenever there's a Chronosphere, MKB, an item that counters PA. Pretty much everyone knows that. So all things are, I'm not gonna even say slowly, are coming together nicely for NIP in this game. Even Saberlight's getting closer to his BKB, just the 300 gold away.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have triple BKB in the upcoming fights. And now I'm looking at the PA. Pretty good BKB timing, still 10 seconds. Deso, Manta. But you're asking how to deal with the Void. And I would love an Abyssal Blade. As much as I like Aghanims on PA, I think Basher into Abyssal might be the better option in this match anyway.
We see more and more PAs for that Aghanims earlier on, where you have a Dispel. So it's a pretty good thing, an instant cast point, and it also refreshes your abilities, but maybe a Basher would have been a better choice.
And IP realizing that smoke had happened. High ground observer ward spots out HellRaisers perfectly. Where's the Faceless Void? No chrono. 14 seconds he'll have to wait. So this is why it's all a bit of a bait here for NIP, biding their time as the PA jumps in. The Flux is there as well, but the Arena of Blood catching out both of them. The BKB and the Orbound, the Dream Coil on the Void and the Mars, and they've annihilated Supreme. And now Magnus has the coil. Gorgeous kick off. The one play he needed to make the RP there, and they've killed up 3. The Aegis, it will be claimed. The second life of Void, can he get out of danger? Silenced by the waiting rip. BKBs and Chrono's up too. Techies coming in, trying to launch mines into the bubble, and it looks like the Void has just about done it. Bashes up Fennec, chasing that Venom, but he's time more aggressively forward into the wall stop of the Doom, and that's it. Blast off is there from Era, but there's no chance now. Lil is using every HP Void he has, but the Void is 1v4ing. Charlie gets hit by the Poison Nova, trying to stick on a target with the shockwaves, the skewers, and everything they've got. Make sure that Charlie can't get any more.
That was such a big play from Magnus. Without a Blink Dagger, they just skewered the Snap Coil on 2 people, and they were together, so extra damage coming out from the Cleave. I mean, it's a 4K gold lead for NIP. Even with that Aegis that they had, they still didn't achieve that much. All towers still standing for HellRaisers, and I think we can say that Phantom Assassin right now is probably the best carry in the game. I mean, in 1 versus 1 matchup where there's no save, if Faceless Void chronos you die. But still, if they can play around it, try to bait it on someone else, Phantom Assassin is still, you know, a tricky hero to kill. And she goes for that basher that we talked about. Like, understands we need that bit of extra lockdown. And against the Faceless Void, against the Queen of Pain, it works like a magic.
Sure does. And it really was perfect understanding and timing from HellRaisers as they, you know, they knew that Void had left the fight to start off with. As that jump and silence, Nyx has to BKB. Now blast off and Sonic Wave with a couple of mines, showing Nyx that nowhere is safe. King R silenced up in the mid lane now, the Orchid for the wall stop with that blip from Lil, catching Supreme and forcing her BKB. Frontlining with the end.
Top tower is under attack.
Little wisps there, King R with a very sneaky TP. Nobody loses their life. Saberlight trying to get into battle once again, slowed down by Hill and the Plague Wards.
A casual 100 move speed hero, nothing to see here, move along. Chronos here up at 35.
Bulwark doesn't help. Oh, Enchantress with Grove Cloak. Pummeling into fight. A weird fight setup here as King R, who's hiding in the tree, is healed by the Greaves, so the puck is in the middle with the RP there, they do catch the Mars. Saberline is BKB'd, and the Magnus is the first hero to fall, but they've doomed up the Void. Charlie has been isolated, now can they There's a Dream Coil on the crit coming in from PA. Annihilating the Void as they ult and cancel the TP on the Mars. The Enchantress tries to get home safely, succeeds in returning to Fountain, but the PA claims yet another.
I think NIP will need to fall back to playing in the area where Techies is, because this right now is not working. You get foiled. Also, Puck, he is just 500 gold away from getting an Aghanim Scepter, so, you know, BKB is not gonna really help.
You were mentioning, even with the lead NIP have, still feels like a very tight game. 8 deaths on Funnick now, but he's performing his job. He's using Greaves, getting all his spells off before dying.
Dire's middle tower is under
Puck
attack.
still at 2, 3, and 5, but now with Aghanim Scepter, Gem on top of the Yules, and Blink going dead.
Screw it, I'm not getting Blink Dagger this game. I'm buying Gem against the Techies, giving it to Puck, a hero that is very hard to kill. And Funnick, you know, holding on to that lane.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Trying to build E-Blade to save people inside the Chronosphere, because
Dire's middle
yeah,
tower
pretty much
is
just
under attack.
physical damage. Like Queen of Pain is the only magical damage Techies if he's close to the Chronosphere. So I'd say NIP, they're in a pretty tough spot right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. We can see the Faceless Void queuing up Lincolns. Doesn't want to get doomed again. And to be fair, there isn't really that much single target that can pop Lincolns. Yes, you've got the PA to Dagger and Phantom Strike. But I should give him at least an early warning system to maybe Chrono or get off the BKB. Titan Sliver, of course. Dropping for the Faceless Void. Super useful against all this damage over time.
Smoke from NIP.
Dyer's top
Another
tower
arcane
is
rune
under
for Quap.
attack.
It's this slow, these long team fights is what is destroying NIP. If Phantom Assassin is in that chrono, it's a big target if they can burst them.
And they've made the choice to go in. And Lil Doom, after finding an illusion rune, does have to give away his life, as both teams are going to have to start really focusing around the Roche pit. Just under a minute until the fast spawn.
Radiant are scanning.
For both PA and Void, it feels like they need Aegis in this game to actually perform. The Radiant high ground. Oh, hello.
Sadly, Charlie just popped Mask of Madness.
Really good chrono.
Dyer's top tower
They
is
do
under
take the
attack.
Radiant Triangle away from HR. So Puck kind of relegated to pushing out these side lanes. PA has to go southeast into the jungle. That Basher is done, and Full Abyssal, if she wants to pick it up, is ready, but it's going to put her
Dyer's
without
top tower
buyback.
is under attack.
Puck,
Oh, hello.
that was a close one.
Funny. We've seen this one before, but a deja vu for the Venomancer. Gets off his Poison Nova, and Lil comes in with a Doom onto the Void. Lemma Cage save, but the Blink bash. Charlie's gone. Good dream call there as well. Queen of Pain has gone in, but annihilated. PA slaying people. Get out of my game, you fools. 1600 damage a hit with a triple kill now for Nyx. Where's the next target? Come on, give us some more.
Yeah, the problem is they're,
Radiant's
as I said,
bottom
they're not
tower is
fighting
under attack.
his mind. This very valuable pickup for HellRaisers.
For NIP, 1 minute for Roche to respawn. So it looks like everybody should be alive. And then we start thinking about buybacks. This next Roche fight is going to be huge.
If Razors get the Roche and they give it to Phantom Assassin, like, I believe this game might be over. You know, Matt is not saying that. It's still 1k gold lead for NIP, but
Dyer's top
she's
tower
about
is
to
under
be
attack.
level 25. I see Aghanim Scepter queued up. It's just too much damage in short period of time. And with the Aghanim Scepter on Puck,
Dyer's top
BKBs
tower has fallen.
are really not doing anything.
You're going to have an E-Blade on this Venomancer soon as well.
Dyer's top tower
So if
is
that
under
Faceless
attack.
Void gets doomed and doesn't get off his BKB, he's not going to be able to hit anyone either.
Venomancer has one job, like, try to survive the first initiation, and with the Craggy Coat it gives an extra 12 armor, like, they're getting perfect items. 42 armor, that's like 70%, yeah, 72% physical resistance.
Yeah, look where Funnick's standing. It's down, playing front line, trying to open up Roshan, but it looks like HellRaisers give up on the game a little bit. Back up to grab some bounty runes. NIP forced into a position where they might have to make the
Bottom
first
tower
move.
is under attack.
Mars, oh, the blink on blink action between Mars and Doom. And a standoff across the river, both sides just holding their high ground. Someone's gonna have to clear out that mid wave though. Pretty easy job here for the PA. But who's NIP gonna show?
Who wants to die?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the question.
The Enchantress. Misha has Ghost Scepter, as well as the Glimmer Cape.
Money.
It doesn't help you against the Phantom Strike cast range, the level 15 talent.
Abyssal
I'd say it's
Blade.
about OP, yeah. Also Abyssal Blade, thank
Lil's
you.
in. They try and catch Tenki and Mars. Sonic Wave there to try and clear
down.
Lil's Doom. Oh, he's down. Supreme gets the final touch, but there is a buyback here. Lil might be forced to use it, as again, the Roshan pit, the center of attention for both sides. He's getting as many mines down in the pit as he can. Oh, Magnus is 300 gold away from Blink. This would be the perfect time for him to show it off. Jump in from Puck, Dream Coil there, the BKB and the Crow. That's the PA. Focused and solo down Nyx, but the RP! King Off skewers in from the backside, and the buyback from Nyx comes through. But this is NIP all the way home already. They've killed off 2, the buybacks are forced, and Magnus retreating, while Doom has yet to be used. He has Blink Wall Stomp, but Ninjas in Pyjamas retreat to their high ground, holding the staircase, very disciplined, and looking for the reinitiation. Maybe 5, but Roshan being taken by Nyx. No Sonic Wave, no Martin's Arena for a couple of seconds, but more importantly, no Chrono for 2 minutes.
Someone should try to go in and steal that Ages. There is a couple of remote points to sign inside the pit.
Charlie's gone, he's annihilated. Great initiation. Lil has found the opening he needed. Buyback from Charlie now. Roshan drops low, but it's Nyx slaying these NIP heroes. Forward won't save the Mars, and the skewer back. Snaps the ball again. A triple kill for Nyx. Supreme's dead and done for as Charlie's buyback's going to be a giant now. An ultra kill. And Nyx is going wild. Doesn't have the Aegis though. The spear's back in for the evasion. Oh, Nyx is surviving. Finally, the infamous shot from Misha gets the takedown as a real slaughter fest. Sonny's dead inside the Roche
And he
pit.
still did jam, but Roche is dropping very low, 2,000 HP. They're gonna get the Roche. Rock is flying back. He's ready
Mars
to go
is
in
back
once again.
on the Magnus. What the hell is happening? King R slaughtered by Saberlight. NIP still have 3 heroes alive, and like you say, Roshan is up and running. Puck, can you steal it? Do you want to try it?
He does not want to die. He's like, I'm better to not go in, die, and lose the goal that I'm trying to save for my heck. I see a lot of Lincoln Sphere queued up. Enchantress holding onto the ulti orb. Maybe they're deciding, do we need a 3rd Lincoln Sphere, or are we gonna get a Hex
Dire's bottom
5
tower
Enchantress?
is
So
under
he's
attack.
committing, going for Lincoln Sphere. Great against the
Dire's
Abyssal
bottom
Blade
tower
initiation,
has
but
fallen.
Stiffling Dagger is a 6-second cooldown ability.
Where's that gem gone, Lacoste?
Radiant's middle tower is
Mars
under
picks it
attack.
up.
Mars has it now. Now, watching back the replay, it looked like Nyx had such a great time. Gets the Ultra, misses out on the spear, as Saberlight couldn't quite close the gap onto her. But Misha doing a lot of damage with those impetus hits. Buybacks galore from both sides as well.
Oh, this is a pretty nice item. They found Flicker. They actually might give that to like Faceless Void or Queen of Pain against all these silences, against the slows, anything pretty much from Venomancer besides his ulti. It's a 4-second dispel.
Pretty nice. Like we're ready to get back underway straight away. Flag there for one of the sides. It's been a great battle from HR so far. This position 5 Magnus now has his Blink RP, and he has empowered the PA to continue being top of the net worth, 23,000 value. That Phantom Assassin. Aghanim, 1,200 gold away.
40-minute mark coming shortly. Queen of Pain getting closer to level 5. I think you give her the book. The Scream of Pain Fear is just one of the best, if not the best, level 25 talent in the game, at least for me. Like, the only way you can itemize against it is to have BKBs or statuses.
Yeah.
Or the big play, don't get hit by it.
Just dodge it. Leveler for either team, so PA and Void both have that extra attack speed. 60 attack speed, and also the building damage. As this game starts to move along, one fight could secure you a lane of barracks. Those levelers could come into play pretty quickly.
Gotcha.
Neither of the teams really want to get embroiled in any team fights right now, just very calmly resetting and maintaining their lanes.
Mars full bleeded, so that's gonna tank the team up a bit, even though they still die very quickly against this super farm Phantom Assassin. Only 3 heroes with the buyback right now: Veno, Techies, and Mag.
I'm not sure how efficient or how powerful Techie's buyback is going to be, but Magnus, if he still has that ulti, could be a surprise. Well, what's the Techie's up to, by the way? You know, we've seen mines blow up, and that's kind of the focus. He's doing pretty well on his items.
Yeah, I believe that's Hex that he's going for. Level 20. The blast off cooldown, mainly good. 13-second cooldown with the 7-second silence duration. Problem is you don't have a defensive ability. If you go in, you're most likely gonna die.
No real Dire vision here on the Radiant side of the map either. Dire have a couple of wards out there, one in the river near the Roche pit. But it's really a spooky part of the game here for both teams as they have no idea where anyone is. So smokes like this one from NIP become even more vital. Would you believe it? Funnick is in the mid lane, completely alone, and he's inside the Mars arena. That's like the 6th time in a row that's happened. Early warning system, Funnick is playing the canary down the coal mine.
Well, the good thing is that at least he has a buyback, so he's also a saving tool with the Ethereal Blade inside the Chronosphere if Phantom Assassin gets caught. Mind stop, but the problem is, you know, you can't see things because of the blur.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, they're picking the Magnus. How do they know he's there? They've scouted out King R. Tries to go for the TP, but the spear, long range from Saberlight, just about clips him.
I'm gonna say it one more time. Good thing about that this time here is that he has buyback. Chrono.
And Sonny doing a split push action with the puck. Completely isolated once more. Look at that. Venom buys back. They're trying to fight up top. Saberlight spears back the PA. Illusion there. Going to be shoved back by the Gold's Rebuke. And Funnick's buyback will not gain any advantage here for HellRaisers.
They need to have Puck alive if they want to keep
Dire's bottom
using
tower
buybacks
is
like
under
that,
attack.
where Puck is their cash. Long duration coil. Aegis just ran out. Queen of Pain. Full Hex gonna be used in the next fight, and the AoE Scream of Pain, 1.2 seconds Fear.
Yeah,
Anything big? Yeah, Phases would also get level 25, so the backtrack talent.
And the lines are drawn, the plan is made. Top lane, tier 2 still standing. Something NIP really want to get shut off. Still, that Radiant Triangle.
Problem for HellRaisers is they lost a gem, and right now Mars is holding it. Like, whenever you're playing against techies, if you run out of sentries, and if you don't have
Radiant's top
a gem,
tower is under attack.
it kind of says you're screwed.
In a little bit of trouble.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
NIP,
Dire's bottom
I
tower
thought
is
maybe
under attack.
they could look for that tier 2 mid. Someone needs to deal with the creep wave. And they don't have Aegis, but Void does still hold on to the cheese.
Usually you see Doom holding onto like either Aura from the Wolf or a Centaur stomp at this point, but since they have 3 Lincolns here, he needs an extra ability just to remove one of the Lincolns and try to go. So correct choice from Lil.
Good point.
Radiant's
What's
middle
Mars up
tower
to?
is
He's in
under
this.
attack.
He is moving forward, and look, they've got the initiation, but that's the BKB off, and the RP from King R catches both of them. But Void is still alive, but the Sonic Wave's there, and Little cleared up. Easy as you like. Charlie's still battling away, Lunch
He's still alive.
PA's in trouble. Nyx tries to turn and fight, but she's lost her life. Buck has come in and blows up the Void, but it's already a bad trade so far from HellRaisers. The little blink back there from the flicker of Funnick. But in comes Supreme Saberlight, and the flicker doesn't pay off this time. Puts him back into the waiting arms of NIP. And 2 heroes dead without buyback, PA and Venno. As they're missing a bit of money, and of course Venno has that cooldown. It is down to the plug to try and clear waves and make sure they don't lose anything, but the plug has been found. Oh, Xani out on the wrong side of the track. Self-fuels up. Can you orb and join away from danger because the Supreme Queen of Pain's on your tail. Hot pursuit. The plug is faster.
Mars has enough offense, like he's level 27 with the full AC. There's 2 catapults as small techies with the mine. There's no buyback on this center. Like, they're starting to cycle the buyback once again. 7 heroes available with the buyback. PA, buyback right now.
Has to buy back, but the Rax has fallen already. Melee down. Saberlight, with the help of that Hex coming through from NIP, making sure that they secure the lane and retreat safe and sound. How many hexes do they bloody have, Lacoste?
That's 2 for now.
Super valuable against this PA, especially pre-BKB.
Roche will respawn in a minute and 20 seconds. It's time for techies to start setting up perimeter with the mines, put a sign inside the pit. There is no counterplay to that.
Don't walk into it. King R. Oh dear me. He has walked into it.
Well, at least we know King R is not stream sniping. No, he did not listen to your advice. That's a second kill.
According to plan.
No fucking way.
I've been waiting for this
Radiant's
to
middle
happen throughout
barracks
the
are
whole
under
game.
attack.
We did
Did
not
I just
see
end
it.
middle barracks
They might not go in end game. I mean, it's only Phantom Assassin. There's a couple of buybacks available.
They've
Mag
been
does not
forced.
have one.
Radiant's middle tower
They're
is
going
under
for
attack.
it. No buyback mag.
Radiant
Doom, Puck
structures
both have it.
are
Bionic
fortified.
respawns now after a long stint in the grave. And Glyph expended reasonably early here for HellRaisers. The buyback will be forced. But NIP going in with the arena catching out on Venom. Once again, the Sonic Wave and blown up. Now the Void coming in with the Chrono over the blink away. Does keep Doom up. Tim Ward's being focused though. And the base is crumbling before their very eyes. HellRaisers, what is your plan here? They pop the
Seems like they
Lincolns.
can't decide. Do we go in, try to finish? No Chronos here. If they had it, they could just easily Chrono the throne and kill it.
Well, the jump with the coil does count the Void as they try and focus Charlie because obviously he and the punch. Self-Fuels still has time and maybe a way to escape, but the mines have had to blow it up and the throne is exposed, leaving NIP in a great position to finish this run off to get a 2-0 victory. HellRaisers don't stand a chance.
And what an ending, like. Era getting 2 pickoffs with the 10 solo kills, and yeah,